This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, there's been a lot of chatter about Sweden having 2 times the AMC float just in Sweden alone, and a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on that. Let me tell you guys something. Do I think it's possible that Sweden alone has 2%, or 200% rather, 2x the AMC float? Of course I believe it. Of course it's possible, because these bad actors been creating counterfeit AMC shares over the last 5 years. Think about this. They got Adam Aaron to do a 10-to-1 reverse split, which means 100 shares became 10 shares, and they still couldn't close out their positions. That tells you that at least 10 times the float was out there. And this was like 2 years ago. These bad actors have probably created 100 or 200 times the AMC float. No doubt in my mind about that. Why do you think they needed quadrillion of AMC tokens? Why would they need quadrillions of AMC tokens? Because they need them as false locates for all the counterfeit shares that they have created and shorted into the market to manipulate the price. And this is why they're in court fighting me tooth and nail not to turn over the blue sheets, not to turn over the trading history, because it's going to show that they have created 100 or 200 times the float of AMC. And once that evidence is released, it's going to force the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI to act. They're going to have to investigate. They're going to have to hold somebody accountable, because the level of fraud and corruption in the AMC play is going to be exposed. So yes, I do believe that in Sweden alone, they have 2 times the float of AMC. And if you look around the entire planet, we're probably looking at 200 or 400x the float of AMC. And the SEC knows it's outrageous. The DOJ knows it's outrageous. The FBI knows it's outrageous. But they refuse to investigate it thoroughly, because then they will be forced to do their job. And the SEC will have to admit that they've been covering for the naked shorters for the last 5 years. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Sweden alone has 2x the float of AMC? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.